Hello. I
Hi.
am so pumped to be chatting here with the Pearsons. We've chatted on the Instagram
Oh yeah.
for a long time,
Mhm.
and now is the first time we're chatting in real life, in real time.
Yeah.
Um, and
Feels
I'm
like
I know, and I'm so excited to just connect and to share, Kelsey, your story and your journey with everyone
it. Yeah.
of discovering who you are. I think we're always evolving and discovering who we are, but I know you've had some pretty defining moments in your journey, and think that it can really help people
Mhm.
who are struggling with whatever it is that they're going through and kind of hiding who they are, and would
Yeah.
just love to hear a little bit about you. So you were married to a man.
I was.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Let's
And a
go
half.
there.
Yeah. So I married the guy that I dated in college. We got married when I was 21, and so we
Oh my
were
gosh.
very young. And I don't even know where to start there. He's a great guy. I don't like have any ill feelings or anything like that. But we dated throughout college. We got engaged our senior year of college. I actually broke our engagement off for like a 3-month period at one point, um, just because I was struggling to, I don't know, I just something I knew I didn't want to get married, and the pressure of everyone, like my family, my sorority sisters, my friends, his friends, just like almost pressuring me to go ahead and get married. I don't know. Any
You're
it's
from the South, right?
I am from the South, yeah. And
So 21's like normal to get
yes,
married
and
at.
he's a great guy, and he hadn't done anything wrong, and there was no reason for me to be breaking it off, and no one understood what I was doing, and it made me feel like a terrible person. Like I was just under attack, honestly, and
Mm.
ended up going back and getting married, and I was married for about a year and a half.
You were 22 when you got married, right?
Oh yeah, 21 when I was engaged, 22 when I got married. I just turned 22, and then I was gone by 23. I left. We had moved off to Texas, and I moved back to Mississippi a year later. So like with paperwork or whatever, it was a year and a half, but it was really only like a year and a month of
Right.
being together.
And this was because you were struggling with your sexuality.
Yeah, so he actually played pro ball, so he was gone a lot, and I was kind of by myself and trying to navigate that. And I had a best friend at the time that had been one of my friends in college. And when I had broken off my engagement, I actually tried to tell her, she was openly gay, and I tried to tell her one night at a party that I was interested in her, and she was just drunk and didn't take me seriously and started showing me pictures of other girls, and I like panicked and just was like, oh, I take it back. And it didn't register with her. And then I went on to get married. A year after I broke off the engagement, we got married. And then not too long after getting married, her and I were together hanging out, and I like ended up confessing again my feelings for her, and that like kind of struck like an emotional love relationship that lasted for 8 months before I finally like walked away from my husband.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But then so then there was like 2 years of being with her and putting her through hell and putting myself through hell because I still wouldn't accept myself. So like I knew I was gay, and obviously she knew I was gay, and then like my very close friends knew, even though I hadn't told them. Like they kept trying to tell me like, y'all are really hanging out a lot. It's okay. Since she's openly gay, like your best friend is openly
Right.
gay. And
You
you're
think you're
together
being all
24/7, and you sleep like at the same house 24/7. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, everyone believes me that we're just friends. Like,
aw.
so I thought people believed, but anyway, so
You didn't want to label anything.
I didn't want to label anything because I was scared, and then I was still attracted to guys, so I didn't understand. So I also had the pressure of the few people that did know, which was mainly like her group of friends, saying like, you have to decide, like, you either like guys or you like girls, and you need to figure it out. Like, you're being a coward, you're being like all these things. And it was hard and it was scary, and I didn't understand. And I was like, I don't know. I still am attracted to guys. So I would break things off with her, and I would go and like sleep with the guy, and trying to like be straight, I guess, and then cave and come back. And so it was back and forth until really until I met H. Yeah. And it was
build that down.
Yeah. So my ex-husband and my ex-girlfriend, their friend group was like the same friend group. So they were friends, and all of my friends were their friends. And so it just felt like I was wrapping myself up in all this drama, and I felt like people hated me and they were mad at me, and they just thought badly of me. And I saw H on Instagram.
And this was 2015. So like this is before it was common to slide in the DMs. She slid right in.
Wait, how did you find?
Okay, sorry, I got ahead of myself.
No. I've got. How'd you find each other on Instagram?
So at the time that I was, it's not funny, it's kind of sad, but I'm kind of laughing. At the time that I was trying to figure myself out and running off and like sleeping with guys and stuff, I was also like trying to meet other girls, and I don't know why. I just like wanted something new, and I guess I was like wrapped up in like feeling like I was such a bad person. Like I literally thought I was a bad person, so I was just going to be a bad person. Like I know that sounds really, was I not? I mean, I was just
I'm not agreeing with that.
I know, but I would say that. Like I would
Totally.
I was just like, whatever, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do then. I'm going to go hang out with this person and this person and this person. And
Right.
so I was hanging out with a girl, and it was just as friends, but she was also gay. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe a part of me was like, maybe, I don't know. I was with a gay girl, and she was doing a workout, and it happened to be a workout plan that H had wrote. Like they were writing workout plans and selling them online, and it was their first ever client, but I didn't know that.
What?
And so I'm working out with this random girl that I met at a bar that I'm hanging out with for the weekend that is doing H's program. You were living in Oklahoma at the time. I'm in Mississippi.
Okay.
And so when I left, I started stalking you on Instagram, and you had like a vibe that I liked. I had a type. That's all I'm going to say. And I did. And so I reached out to H to buy their workout plan.
So from my point of view, I had just graduated college. I was an athlete. My athletic career was over, and I was struggling to cope with that. And so I got really into fitness my junior year, and then I was posting a lot about that. And so after I graduated, I was like, well, maybe I'll just start a website and create workout programs for other people, and like start making my own money, because I didn't know what I was going to do yet. I had applied to physician assistant programs and didn't get in, and I was just really struggling. And so I was like, okay. And so I made like the most basic website ever, and had workout programs for like $50 for a full 6 weeks. You could talk to me as much as you want. Like it was just crazy. And a girl that I played softball against in college messaged me and was like, hey buddy, like I saw you were starting some workout programs. Like I want to stay in shape after college too. Like you want to link up? I'll purchase a program, whatever. And so she did. And so she was my first client. And then like a week later, I have a DM of my first referral and my second client ever. And I was like, oh, this is great. Like things are going awesome. Like I was pumped, I was.
And your wife.
Come to find out, we'd end up getting married. But in my mind, I was like, this is my second client, but not in her mind. She had a completely different vision of what was happening.
Yeah. So I just wanted to talk to them. And so I bought this workout program, and the next day after I bought it, I was a teacher, and it was right before school was starting. It was in August, and we had to go to training, like the week training before school starts. And we were getting new textbooks, and they were Pearson textbooks, which I've never like paid attention to before.
Which I always have paid attention to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my name's on these textbooks.
Yeah. So I sent them a picture, and I said, like, so there's pizza and there's candy, but I haven't touched any of it because I feel like you're watching me because I'm in Pearson training, and which is really funny because I really wasn't Pearson
You
training.
really were.
But they ended up tweeting my like picture and message. And you tweeted it and you were like, this is so cute. And I saw the tweet and I was like, ooh. I also thought they were famous because they had like 5,000 followers.
Ooh. I mean, that's a big deal back in 2015.
It was.
You know,
like was like this famous person thinks I'm
whoa.
cute. Yeah.
I'm gonna go viral now.
Right? And
I have like 10 followers on Twitter.
But then we're like talking throughout the day, just like, how's your day? Things like that. And then I saw that they tweeted, when you meet the one, but she's long distance. And I thought it was about me. It wasn't about me.
Oh, H, come on.
I thought it was.
Oh my
so
God.
then I
Poor
like,
Kelsey.
the flirting. So now I'm flirting and thinking that they like me. And
tell one of the main ways you flirted.
I sent a picture of me with a rainbow flag behind me to like, I'm gay.
Guess what? I'm gay. Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, so I think you're flirting. I'm flirting with you. So then H says, okay.
Well, just right before you say that,
Okay.
I realized that this wasn't just client trainer banter and stuff back and forth when I started getting good morning texts and good night texts. And I was like, I don't think this is professional. Like, I'm just starting out. I don't know where this online training is going to take me. I don't want my
what is this
to get
industry?
out. I know. I don't want my reputation to get out that I'm flirting and trying to date all my clients. And so I texted her and was like, so, this is kind of hard for me to say, but I think we should probably keep things professional for the next 6 weeks or so till the end of the program. Like, and
Strictly about workouts.
yeah, let's just talk strictly about workouts if you have questions. And what did you say to that?
I don't want to do your program then.
So we were like, okay, great. All right, glad we're all on the same page. Okay.
Great. So, okay, cool. Now we can. So wait, were you like really doing the workouts?
I think I was for like, yeah, I mean, kind of. I was getting in the fitness headspace then.
I think you were wanting to impress me. You wanted it.
Well, I was already working out before you because that's why I went to the gym with.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already like getting there, but I did kind of like pretend like that was like my passion too, even though it totally wasn't. That didn't come out for like 2 years later when I was probably like, I'm not going to the gym anymore.
They're like, I already got you, so I'm gonna stay home.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
But yeah, so I said I didn't want to do the program anymore. I just wanted to get to know H.
Oh, that was good.
Yep. And I sent a little flirty text and was like, so when are you going to come meet me? And they texted back and said, what about Labor Day weekend, which was the next weekend? And I was like,
Or we thought it was.
we thought it was. It was actually 2 weeks later, but you ended up coming that weekend anyway. Because then we couldn't wait. But then I was like, oh no. That's like super serious. That's kind of scary. They're gonna come meet me for real, and
I'm your ducks in a row.
Yeah, I'm running around. I'm talking to more than one person. I'm being this bad guy that I think that I am, and I need to figure that out. So you came to meet me.
I packed a bag for what I could have lived out of a month.
So many clothes.
We know how it goes.
It's kind of kind of cliche, but I drove 6.5 hours. I mean, I was eager to I was at my family's house for the summer after college. So I was like, I just need to go somewhere. I need to do anything. So I didn't have any backup plan. I just drove 6.5 hours to meet this girl that I was falling in like with, is what we were saying on the phone. After just,
I was going to say because like where are you? Yeah, wait, because like where are you in all of this? Because Kelsey's like flirting, and you're like, wait, I'm your trainer. I don't know.
Like they didn't know any of this stuff about me. They knew that I'd been married, right? But they didn't know about my ex-girlfriend. They didn't know like any of the stuff that was going on. So I was very much probably not like super honest with my life and myself before we met.
But our feelings were honest and real.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
So we were talking 24/7 for, I don't even know, the full 2 weeks. Because right after I don't want to do your program anymore, it was like, okay, like all inhibitions are down. Like we're talking and feelings are there and we're FaceTiming and talking on the phone. And it was very real, very fast. Like it sounded crazy to say like, I'm falling in love with you. And so we played with, I'm falling in like with you, or I'm in like with you. And so, yeah.
When you said you were coming to see me in the next week, I know it's only like a week, but a week's a long time in like lesbian years, right? So
we said I love you in 4 days.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So like after I knew that they were coming and I got my little ducks in a row, then I was like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously and see if this can be anything and meet them. And so you came to meet me.
I did. And it was like a Thursday night. I was getting there after 9 p.m.
And I'm a teacher.
And she's a teacher. So
I used to go to bed at 8.
So it was just
it's a school night. So
yeah. I'm going to bed. No, I pulled in and like I will never forget meeting her the rest of my life. Like I can't wait to tell our kids about it because it was just it didn't feel like we were meeting for the first time. It felt like we talked on the phone the last hour the whole way. And then when I was pulling in, I was like, I think I see you. Okay, see you in a second. Bye. And I hung up and I'm pulling in and like she's right outside my door and like all in a split second. I'm like taking all this in, like putting the car in park, like kind of looking outside and I'm like absorbing everything that she is. She was standing in the parking lot with her like 3XL sorority t-shirt and 3XL shorts. Like her clothes are basically falling off her. I think you might have been barefoot.
I was barefoot for sure.
And she's kind of like, her shoulders are shrugged up like with excitement. Her face is just lit up with joy. And I opened the door and we were like, hi. Like we just immediately like embraced. And I don't know if we hugged for like 10 seconds or 5 minutes.
Forever.
But it just felt like I was home. Like we were destined to meet. Like this was it. My life was beginning right now. And like, I literally knew that she was the one from that moment.
Oh,
I don't know, minutes later when we were inside after our first kiss, I said, are you gonna be my girlfriend or what?
So H knew I was the one where they asked me to be their girlfriend and I was like, yes. Also, you live away, so like if you leave, it's totally cool. I could just ghost you.
This is someone who was anti-label for the longest time. I had no idea. I'm picturing like, oh yeah, we're just gonna walk off into the sunset. Everything's perfect now. Me and you forever.
Sweet southern girl. Yeah. Ready to be whisked away. And she's like,
But yeah, so I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then
only a slight pause.
Yeah, it was like yes. It was a tiny pause. And then life just happened. And we had like a crazy beginning of a relationship and a lot of things went down. And I just through all of it knew it was you.
Tears in your eyes?
Yeah.
No. You guys are so cute. Okay. How long were you long distance? Like how long was it?
Gosh, this is a complex situation.
So you came with a suitcase full of clothes and you stayed that weekend and then you drove to Alabama because they went to college in Birmingham and they were going to try to go like literally find a job and move back in with their college roommate, like in that house and in her apartment. Sorry. And so you went to Alabama, you filled out applications for like a week, and then you came back through and stayed with me for another weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went back to Oklahoma. And
I basically had to tell my parents, like, okay, I'm not staying here the whole summer.
And I think you were only there for a week or so before you went to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So then they moved to Alabama, and then it was like you were 4 hours closer to me then, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so I went from Oklahoma to Birmingham, which was like 4 hours closer. And so then we were kind of just driving back and forth, or I was driving back and forth to see her. I don't know, like
every week for like a week.
every week. So I'd stay there for 4 days maybe, and then leave for 2 days and then come back. And so it's hard to say, like, because we weren't really long distance. It's like we started out, oh, we're a long distance couple. And then it was like, no, we're not going to be long distance.
And so that lasted of us driving back and forth from Birmingham for a month. And then you moved to South Haven, Mississippi, which was 2 hours from me.
So I'm closer.
And then I would drive there, stay the night, wake up at like 4 a.m. and drive 2 hours back to teach and just drive back afterwards.
gosh.
Yeah. So I was driving 4 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. Love makes you crazy. You know, like,
Yeah, I mean,
And then
nothing's crazy when you're in love. It's like, well, we'll just do whatever we have to do.
Yeah.
It's fine.
exactly.
Well,
I mean,
then I lost my teaching job, and because we're gay, or because I'm gay, and so I ended up moving to South Haven with you in December. So we started dating in August. By December, we were living together. So.
okay. All right. I
The
love
rest
it.
is history.
The rest is history. And now you guys both work from home together
Yeah.
and are together all the time. And
24/7.
I get it. My wife and I've literally, since 6 months in from us dating, have both worked from home together 24/7.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my gosh, I'm jealous.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
is.
I was a corporate lawyer when we met, and I was like miserable. And she's like, you should start your own business. And I'm like, you're crazy. And then 6 months later, I quit my job and started my own business. And so everyone's like, everyone's home during the pandemic. And I'm like, welcome to the past 7 years of our lives. but no, usually like people are like, no, this would not work, but it just does for us. I don't know.
It does for us too.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. That's what I'm realizing. But for us, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for y'all too.
I can't imagine not. Like literally just responsibilities of doing anything. I'm taking a class right now, and it's on Mondays, and it's 3 hours, and it's on Zoom, and it's here at home. It's just an acting class. That's fun. But
That's so fun.
yeah, but I feel like I'm away from them, and I get so upset before it starts. I'm like, I'm not going to see you for 3 hours.
We have a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm literally in the same room.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I'm in the class, basically.
You're a mime. You're a mime.
I do. I'm like, I don't want to be away from you.
Oh my goodness. So you guys have been together since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a while then. Okay, great.
5.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So sweet.
I can't believe
And
it.
now you're on the path to parenthood. Yeah. Yes. So excited.
Mom, so bad.
Oh, I know. You guys are going to be amazing parents. So, okay. So I know that you were doing some at-home inseminations and some stuff came up for you, Kels.
Yeah,
So-
we found out that I have Hashimoto's disease. And so basically, I don't know if you know what that is, but it's an autoimmune disorder where my body is attacking my thyroid. And so I don't have a thyroid anymore because it's just attacked all the tissue. And then Hashimoto's itself can cause infertility, but not always. I've had quite a few people write me and say that they have Hashimoto's and they've had successful pregnancies. So we're still hopeful, but I think that we, right now, our doctor is having us wait 3 more months and to do another ultrasound of my throat, just because all my lymph nodes are swollen and there's a lot of inflammation. And so basically with an autoimmune disorder, your body thinks something's wrong. So getting pregnant is really difficult because your body's already attacking things, so it'll attack.
And just to make sure thyroid levels are stabilized, because with Hashimoto's, it's different from hypothyroidism. So she has hypothyroidism, but it's caused by Hashimoto's. And so her levels can fluctuate even if she's taking the same dose every single day.
Because the medicine's for my thyroid, not for the Hashimoto's, right? So I guess there's not like a medicine for Hashimoto's.
Got it. Okay, so they wanted...
She just has to get lab work more often than someone with just hypothyroidism.
Yes, so exactly. So if we get pregnant, then I just have to go in immediately to get my thyroid levels checked, and they'll just regulate my thyroid medication. I don't really know how Hashimoto's works with it. I thought that that's what the doctor was saying, was that because my body's inflamed and my body thinks something's wrong, I probably won't get pregnant. But I don't want to be saying that incorrectly. So sorry if I did.
Yeah, we're not doctors here. We don't know. It sounds normal. You know, it sounds like it would be right.
That's the gist.
Yeah. So we're thinking, we were just doing CI. So we were doing it at home ourselves. And I think we're going to, when we try again, which will probably be this summer, we're going to try IVF. But we're also talking about going ahead and starting the adoption process.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that can take a while.
Yeah.
So you want to...
We have the highest number of foster kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And so I think that the process might be a little bit quicker
Okay.
for people that check off the requirements, which we will. So
yeah, and we're open to siblings and all that stuff. So maybe...
Yeah. Have you always wanted to adopt?
I have, 100%. Yeah. I've said that since I was little. I get more emotional about thinking about adopting than I do thinking about getting pregnant. And I don't know if that's because a part of me wonders, did I always know that I wouldn't be able to? And so that's why it's always been on my heart. I don't know.
You will be parents. You'll be wonderful parents. The path to parenthood looks different for everyone, but it's all so special. And, take it from me, and my children are not biologically mine. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That I never, I don't know, growing up, I was like, oh, I'm going to, marry a man and have children, and it's just whatever. And I married a woman and carried her eggs, and, and it's nothing like I ever thought, but those kids couldn't be any more mine. The day you welcome someone into your home and in your heart, they're your kids, and however they come to you. So that's amazing. What your story will help is people who are confused.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who are still married to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're, fitting into the bubble that they thought they should have been in. Well, guys, thank you so much for sharing this journey. I know that we are going to have lots more to talk about in the future, and hopefully babies and goodness. And, thank you for your openness and sharing what's really hard for people to do, to leave the marriage you were supposed to have and, follow your heart and your truth. And it led you to H and the beautiful
and a happy marriage.
Oh, I love your love. And go follow these two beautiful humans on the socials. We'll put your Instagrams here. And, H shares such incredibly valuable educational pieces for those really interested in learning more just about the queer community and all of ways to be inclusive and open and loving and accepting. And, we can all be much more open-minded. And I think this past year has really taught us that. So so much love to you.
Thank you so much for having us.